Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Things are falling apart for William Samoei Ruto. Today, a three-judge bench of the High Court, in a majority verdict, declared the 50 CAS appointments unconstitutional. That only means the appointments are null and void. Listen to this before we continue.
Furthermore, the stay in the Court of Appeal preserved the original office created on 24th January 2018. Once that office was abolished on 21st September 2022, the newly created office and complement of 23 office holders could no longer benefit from that stay. Accordingly, the newly created office and fresh complement of 50 had to comply with the Constitution and the criteria set out earlier in Okia's case in order to be lawfully established. They did not comply. For the avoidance of doubt, the entire complement of 50 CASs is therefore unconstitutional.
That judgment has caused serious panic amongst Ruto's allies, and more so on the politicians who are going to benefit as a result of those positions. And already, Ruto's allies are threatening to appeal that ruling. In fact, some are even now threatening the court. The judiciary has gone rogue by ruling that creation of CAS positions is unconstitutional without considering merits of the case. In the financial year 2023-2024, Judiciary received additional Kenya shillings 4 billion above their normal budget, but there is a continuation of cases backlog, corruption, and ineptitude in dispensation of justice by judiciary. Senator Samson Cherargei, 3rd July 2023. So you are seeing that Ruto's allies, because of that ruling, they have started threatening the court. Yes. And Cherargei is just confirming that the judiciary was allocated 4 billion above their normal budget. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand in clear terms the games being played here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. What are the political implications of that ruling? And why is Ruto and his team mad? The first political implication, that ruling disorganizes William Ruto's political strategy. Ruto wanted to use those positions as political baits to penetrate some regions that never supported him. So that has just backfired, and it has backfired big time, because if you look at the cabinet appointments and the PS appointments, they have only gone to 2 regions, the Mountain and the Kalenjin Rift Valley. So in one way or the other, William Ruto wanted to use these new positions to blind Kenyans in areas that never voted for him, that even though you never voted for me, I've given maybe Kidero or maybe this person a position in my government. The truth of the matter, those positions were unnecessary, or rather, they are unnecessary positions. In fact, the politicians being rewarded with those positions are of no benefit to the people. Those are positions that will only benefit them as individuals and their families. The people have nothing totally to gain from those positions. Ruto wanted to use that as a political bait. That has failed, it has backfired badly. And then, secondly, Ruto's team is mad because they thought they had succeeded in compromising the judiciary, which is true to some extent. This is a decision by the High Court. I've always maintained that the weakest link in our judiciary is the apex court, the Supreme Court. That's the weakest link in our judiciary. The lower court seems to be performing far much better than the apex court. So this ruling came as a shock to Ruto and his team because they thought they had compromised the court by compromising the apex court. This ruling, in my honest opinion, has shocked them. That's why they are very angry and mad. Something also coming out very clearly from these sentiments by Senator Cherargei, it seems Cherargei seems to be suggesting that Kenya Kwanza government was deliberately allocating more money to the judiciary to compromise the judiciary so that the judiciary could be making rulings favoring the government. So they did allocate extra 4 billion to the judiciary for that purpose. That only brings us to the issue of integrity. Is Ruto and his team fit holding public offices? The answer is a very big no. Ruto is not fit holding a public office. And most of the individuals he is appointing in the government are equally not fit holding public offices. If they could allocate more resources to the judiciary with an intention of compromising the judiciary, Ruto and his team are not fit holding public offices. They are not fit. As I conclude, if you look at this ruling that was delivered today, if only our courts can be that brave, then William Ruto, in one way or the other, can be stopped. If the judiciary can be that brave, Ruto can be stopped. And I'm saying that because there are so many bad things this government is doing. Even on the appointments in the government alone, we are seeing a situation where only 2 communities are being given government jobs and those top positions. If the judiciary was that brave as we saw today, that could have not happened. The Finance Bill 2023, that Finance Bill 2023, in my honest opinion, is just a way Ruto and his team, they want to pull more resources from where they can loot, from where they can increase their own salaries. And that was confirmed, I think, yesterday when SRC came out very bravely to insinuate a plan to increase salaries of Ruto and his top government officials together with the members of parliament. So the finance bill is being pushed to enable Ruto increase his salaries of members of parliament and top government officials. The finance bill alone, in my honest opinion, is unconstitutional. And if the courts are to be brave and independent, then that will also be stopped. But the weakest link is the Supreme Court. There is where the problem is. The seven justices are clearly in Ruto's pockets. So maybe out of shame, they might try to act and to be seen to be independent. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. In case you want to support our forum, I've pinned my number down there and also on the comment section. Contact me through the number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you.